Welcome back. It is Friday, April 19th, and the MLB R4 best bets are on the way. As always, it is Austin, joined by Logan. Let's do a recap of yesterday. Pretty solid day for us. Another winning day, 2-1. We'll certainly take that. Angels and Rays under 8.5, sweat-free. They ended up with 3 combined runs. We'll take that. Seager and Jimenez, our hit parlay, pretty sweat-free. They both got it done on their first or second at-bat. Our only loss was Jack Leiter's over in Ks. I said it was a little risky taking a guy's first appearance. He had 2 Ks in the first inning. We were looking real good. First batter, he had 3 pitches. Down goes Riley Green, and then he stunk. So either way, it is what it is. It's going to happen like that. I don't do a lot of K props, but a 2-1 day, 10-3 run. We're never going to complain about that. Still, we can't get that sweep, but we're going to try to get one today with our 4 picks. As always, the first pick of the day, or technically the last one, or whatever you want to call it, is always our hit parlay on Odds Checker. We smacked yesterday easily. Hopefully we can do it again. As a reminder, it's not in the video, hence the question marks, but you can find it on Odds Checker, top link in pinned comment, and in description, and at the end of the video. Should be live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, so well before pretty much every single game goes off, because we probably won't touch the early game today. But that's our favorite hit parlay. You can stay tuned. Like I said, it will be updated, the pinned comment, description, and at the end of the video. But Logan, word on the street is today you got a player performance double. Let people know what that is, and let them know what it is.
Yeah, I am rolling with a player performance double. This is a market that I have picked in before, and I had success when you normally get plus value if you play it right. I'm going to the late night game in the Dodgers-Mets game, and I'm taking Yamamoto 5+ Ks and a Dodgers win. Player performance double, plus 100 odds on FanDuel is your best value. Now, I say player performance double. What that means is if you're betting on FanDuel, you go into the player performance double tab. You click on this one in specific, and you will get plus 100. Now, I stress that you have to go into that tab, because if you make this as a same game parlay on FanDuel, it's really stupid. You get minus value when you make it out as a same game parlay. So just something to think about there. The fact that we're getting plus value on this bet is a major reason why I do like it, because I kind of see them going hand in hand. Let's start with Yamamoto 5+ Ks. Now, if you got PTSD from lighter Ks yesterday, don't worry. This one's going to hit. Yamamoto starts for the Dodgers, 4.5 ERA and a 1.06 whip. His expected ERA, 3.35. I think as the year goes on, we see Yamamoto round into form. I really do think there's a reason why the Dodgers gave him the bag, all right? Yamamoto, 74th percentile in whiff percentage, 87th percentile in K percentage. What Yamamoto has that you might not have saw from Jack Leiter yesterday is he has the put-away pitches to get the Ks. In the 2-strike count, can you get the swing and a miss to get the strikeout? Yamamoto has that, and he's going to have the Mets hitters guessing a lot, because he has a really challenging pitch mix to throw at them. Yamamoto has 5+ Ks in 3 straight starts this season. His only miss was the first game of the season where he went out and just didn't look himself. He looked nervous, whatever. The Padres smacked him around. So Yamamoto has been really good to this number. And his normal line, set to 5.5. If you want to get a little risky, take him 6+ Ks, go for it. I just think 5 Ks is a pretty sharp number. I think he could easily get that done for us. Mets third in strikeouts, which is why this line is favorable. There's no familiarity with him, though, in this Mets lineup. And I've seen time and time again in baseball, you get the Twitter cappers. This team is whatever, 23rd in strikeout percentage. Those don't really matter all that much, because each team attacks a pitcher a different way, right? I bring up the Mets are good in strikeouts, but they could be really up there guessing against a guy like Yamamoto. As long as there's no familiarity there, which there isn't, I think he still gets the strikeouts. Mets only 20th in batting average versus righties. I think he has a good game. Only been hitting 227. I do like Yamamoto a lot today. I think he goes out and has a solid start. And then on the other side, you got Sean Manaea starting for the Mets, 4.3 ERA and a 1.36 whip. Manaea's expected numbers, not good. His expected ERA, 5.11. I do think as the year goes on, he gets a little bit worse. And he's 10th percentile in barrel percentage, 34th percentile in walk rate, 5th percentile in ground ball percentage. Those are all very, very dangerous numbers against this Dodgers lineup that I mean, you just look at up and down the lineup. It can barrel up pretty much any pitcher. And you can Sean Manaea does struggle at times to miss bats. And in 141 plate appearances, the Dodgers are hitting 297 against Sean Manaea, almost 300 as a roster. I mean, come on, man. They might have his number today. I definitely think they go out and get some hits and runs up on Sean Manaea, especially after getting shut out to the Nationals in their most recent game. You guys probably learned a valuable lesson. The Dodgers do not play well in the classic early game, day game slot. They for some reason just cannot hit as a team there. The Dodgers are going to bounce back offensively today because they're still hitting 274 at home, 272 against lefties. The numbers are all there. This lineup is overpowered for a reason. They should be able to get hits and runs up on the Mets pitching staff today. And then bullpens, Dodgers 17th in bullpen ERA, Mets 7th. I really do think when it comes down to it, though, they're going to give enough run support to where even if the Dodgers bullpen does let the lead slip away late, it's still enough to get the outright win. Do they cover the run line? I don't know. Don't really care. I just need them to win outright. I do love this player performance double a lot as my best bet of the day. But Austin, you got another player prop for us. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm rocking a Braves jersey, and that's for good reason because I'm backing an Atlanta Brave today. And I'm actually going to Matt Olson. I really like his over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs, minus 135 on DraftKings. Now, I already know I just received 6 comments. Austin, I can't find this on FanDuel. Yeah, because FanDuel doesn't offer hits, runs, and RBIs props. My best pivot would be his over in bases, but I honestly don't love that. Although I think he could easily hit a home run here, and I'll talk about why I like his matchup. But obviously, if you have a DraftKings account, good. Take it at minus 135. A little juice, but I like it up to minus 150. It's also available on BetMGM. If you're better on maybe PrizePicks, they had it right now when we're recording this. I doubt it's there as the day goes on. And it's also on Sleeper too. If you ever need to sign up for either of those, you can sign up using our top link in description. Those are obviously DFS apps. But let's dive into why I like Matt Olson today. And he is hitless in back-to-back games. The Astros felt like we're kind of afraid to pitch to him, had a couple walks in those games. But coming back to home, I think this is where just Matt Olson explodes here. This year, he's batting .333 at home compared to just .222 on the road, and he has 2 home runs in only 6 games at home this year. I mean, last year he was a wagon at home. He hit .301. This is just a Braves offense. When you get to Truist Park, you're like, oh, I don't really want to face them there. This is just an offense that knows how to hit at home, and Olson is one of those guys, always getting those timely hits. And I expect him to be better going hitless in back-to-back games. I find it hard to believe he would go 3 straight, and he's going to have a lot of guys on base in front of him because you got Acuna, always is typically there, but Michael Harris is there right now, and Austin Riley, 3 guys that I'm confident will get on base. Now, you look at Olson at home this year, he's over in 5 of 6 games. His first 2, he had 6 and 5, then 3, 2, 2, and then 1 hits plus runs plus RBIs. So this is a guy that I just trust at home, and I just don't think this line should be available. You look at a lot of his teammates, they're sitting at 2.5. Acuna's 2.5 and not even plus money. He's minus 105 at 2.5. Riley's 2.5. You got other guys, Marcell Ozuna, who bats right behind Olson. He's 2.5. He's been scorching hot. So if Olson can get on base, potentially Marcell Ozuna could hit him home too. I just think there's too many ways here. You look at Olson, he's going to have the lefty on lefty matchup, which typically you'd want to avoid. However, over the last season and this season, Haney's actually allowing a better batting average to lefties. He's more inclined to not walk you if you are a left-handed batter because he probably feels like he has the advantageous matchup there. But Olson has seen Haney before, and he's actually hit him pretty well, 5 for 15 lifetime. So I look at Olson, a guy that will come up probably with guys on base. It could just take 1 hit here, but I honestly think there's a chance he could put one into the bleachers back at home. Like, Olson just way too talented to go 3 straight games without a hit. I think there's a chance if you're looking for good, Friday plus value, he's like plus 160 to get an RBI. I don't hate that. But with the Braves team total set in the first 5 at 3.5, full game at 5.5, I think there's chances for a lot of run opportunities here. I think Olson's going to play a big part of that. The reason I'm not taking bases is because Olson, like I said, will walk occasionally here and there and could be walked here. Walks obviously aren't ideal. We don't want him to get walked. We'd rather him get a hit, but walks do put him on base, which we have that runs in there as well. And heck, you just had an RBI via a full bases loaded walk too. So a lot of different ways we could cash this one. I really like Matt Olson's matchup though tonight. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't love laying a ton of juice at minus 135, but like I said, I don't think this line should be available. This just feels like he should be 2.5 for plus money, but he's 1.5 just because of his last 2 games. I think Olson crushes this line, maybe even hits a home run, which would be electric, but I really like Matt Olson's matchup tonight. But Logan, you know what time it is. Yesterday we had the day off, but get out the music, get out the flags. It's Nerfy Nation time, baby. We're going for 6 quick and easy outs, and we got a really good one we like today. We quietly cashed 2 in a row. Sadly, the Reds and Mariners do not play today, so we can't go back to that series, but we really like the one that we're going with today, and we're just going to lead it off. We're going to Philadelphia. We're taking the White Sox in Phillies. No run first inning. Currently minus 120 on basically every single buck, so not terrible value there. Like we always say, we don't like to play Nerfies. Really past minus 130. You'd have to get an elite matchup at to get us up to minus 140. But I'll start with Mr. Spencer Turnbull, who will get the go for the Phillies today. 2-1 on Nerfies. I believe he did give up a Yerfie in his last start. But you look at the White Sox, they are 14th in first inning runs. Sometimes they come in here and spoil it. I feel like that for 14th in first inning runs is a little bit inflated because I feel like they had like a 5-run first inning earlier on this year, which obviously inflates that line. But like Turnbull and this White Sox, he should be able to do his thing. I mean, the White Sox lineup is honestly disgusting these days. I think Turnbull can get us those first 3 outs, but who's going to be pitching on the other side for us, Logan?
You said the kiss of death, calling the White Sox lineup disgusting. Take that back right now.
I'm sorry.
No, I like Garrett Crochet starting for the White Sox today. Crochet 4-0 on Nerfies so far this season. Knock on wood. Hopefully he can continue that. Crochet really good against left-handed batters, which is what I bring up. He's only allowing a .071 batting average to left-handed batters. You know the Phillies lineup will have 2 lefties in the top 3 for sure, in Schwarber and Harper. So hopefully he's able to have his way with those batters. Then the question is, can you get Trey Turner, my boy? Can you get him out? I still think so in the first inning. Phillies 3rd and first inning runs, but I promise you that number is super inflated because they had 4 in their last game and then they had 2 the day before. At the end of the day, I think this Phillies lineup is pretty poor at scoring early in the games. Yes, in that Rocky series, they faced some really bad pitching, but now they face Garrett Crochet, who to me is kind of having a breakout season. I really do think he's able to get those last 3 outs we need. Nerfy Nation, let's fly the flags on this Friday.
Yeah, let's fly the flags. That is a 6-something p.m. start, so let's absolutely dominate. Let's go 4-0. A reminder, our 4th and final pick of the day will be our hit parlay on Odds Checker. We'll pick out our 2 favorite hitters. Besides Matt Olson, there's unlikely chance we double down on Olson. That feels like a recipe for disaster, but we really like it. You can check it out. It'll be linked on the screen as well as in the pinned comment in the description. But it's Austin Logan. We're going for a 4th straight winning day, improve on a 10-3 run. Let's hopefully make that a 14-3 run, and we will see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks. Peace.